Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, I am Dr. Raquel, and thank you so much for joining us on Best Life Abroad, Not Your Average Travel Podcast. So today we will be speaking with Crystal and Mike, who relocated to Mexico, and they are going to share their tips, their tricks, their insights, all about their journey to moving abroad. So Crystal and Mike, welcome to Best Life Abroad Podcast. We're so happy to have you today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
We're happy to be here.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
The warm welcomes as well. That was awesome.
Yes.
So if you can just start by telling us a little bit about yourself, what made you decide to pack it all up and move to Mexico?
Yeah.
Well, I was pregnant and we wanted a better life for our daughter. We met a couple that lived here and we found out it was a family-friendly town. And we're not fans of the mass shootings and other issues that children have in school nowadays in the USA. Also, we didn't feel very safe there, especially being people of color, and our daughter is the same. So we researched the place and decided that that was the best decision for us. um,
So yes. So
I was gonna say not only the tacos and margaritas.
Yes,
Right.
the added bonuses. Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Now she hit it right on the head, to say the least. We definitely wanted it would just be times where the mass shootings things and it's like happen more and more and we like, man, this is getting crazy. We're like, man, it's I wish we didn't have to deal with all of this stuff.
I want to bring a daughter into
and
this.
we really didn't want to bring her into it. Like we lived in Midtown Atlanta, and then when we would go to the store, basically, if one of us went and the other one, we have to be on the phone, making sure everything's okay. And it's like, you really shouldn't have to live like that. You know what I mean? So we was in in Cabo for our baby move, actually. And we were wondering, because we paid a decent amount when we were living in Atlanta. We was like, man, I wonder how much it would cost to live here, like at this all-inclusive resort, food, drinks, the whole lifestyle. And we were just, talking about it. And just like she said, we met this couple at the swim up bar, and they got to talking to us and saying how, Mexico's a beautiful place and it's safer than you think. But they were specifically talking about Puerto Morelos. So like, if you guys like this, if you like Cabo, you'll love this place. We're like, oh, okay. We spoke with them for like 2 hours, guys. Like asked them a million questions, and they were like pretty well traveled. It was an older couple.
He was from Canada and she was from Russia.
Yep.
Yeah, so to hear their opinion on it was awesome. Like they made it all the way to Mexico from those countries.
Yeah,
like, must be a good place.
Yeah. So they told us everything. We got back home to Atlanta, that is, and we did some research for like 6 months. We watched YouTube videos every day. We listened to all the podcasts, all the stuff. Like, I mean, we literally knew this city before we got here. Like, we watched all the videos. And we let everybody know, like, hey, we packing up everything. We moving up to Mexico. And everybody thought we were crazy, obviously. Like, why would you move there? There's people in Mexico trying to move to where you are, like backwards, right? But from what we read and listened to, believe it or not, we didn't even have a place to stay or anything. We packed up everything we had, sold through some of it, gave the rest of it away. Came here with like 3 huge tubs, suitcases.
Yeah.
And we stayed at the Fives Oceanfront Resort for a week when we first got here. And we found our place the very second day we was here.
Yep.
The second day.
Had never been here before.
Yeah.
Well, we virtually felt like we had been here, but never physically had been here before.
Got our keys the next day. Obviously, we stayed there for a week, finished out our week. Moved all our stuff in, got acquainted, and we've been living La Vida Loca.
The rest is history. Oh my
God.
Exactly.
Salud, baby.
Exactly.
I love it so much. First, so many things. First of all, I love that you made this decision like during the baby moon.
Yes.
Because we were actually, my son was born in Belgium, so we were living abroad. We had our first child. And that Anybody who I know who's even thinking of having kids, I'm like, please go somewhere else.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, and I had my son while I was abroad. I had my daughter in North Carolina,
Okay.
and there's no comparison. Like, some
Hmm.
even have a baby in Belgium. Like, what is that? It was
Right.
the most amazing, calm, relaxing experience. And I
Oh,
almost died. It's like,
yeah.
and
Amazing.
and the fact that you were like, we're gonna choose something else for our life and our child.
Yeah.
Let's do that now.
Yep.
And
I
you know what? I
love it.
wish I would have had. I wish I would have given birth to her in Mexico. It didn't even cross my mind when I was pregnant to have birth in another country. It sounds scary at first, but looking back, I really wish I would have did that.
But you are giving her the life. You are giving,
Right.
which is amazing. So tell us
Right.
a little bit too. Okay, so you packed it all up. You decided to move to Mexico. You chose Puerto Morelos because of the things that you heard about what a great town it is. Tell us
Mhm.
a little bit about, we'll start first with Puerto Morelos. Tell us about what it is that you like about it. What makes it like a family-friendly town for all those with kids that are thinking of moving?
Good question. Yeah, I love how small it is. So it's easy to build a community here, especially with other moms, other parents, other families. Like if you meet a friend, they can pick your kids up from school, or it's small like that. They'll make your kids lunch with their kids' lunch. It's very kid friendly. They have parks everywhere. They have events for the children almost weekly. They even celebrate a day called Day of the Children here in Espanol, Dia del Niños, but it's just all about kids that day. And I don't recall anything like that in America. I don't, kids are almost shunned. Like they should be quiet, they should be seen, not heard. They shouldn't play, they shouldn't jump, they shouldn't breathe wrong. And here they design places like even the doctor's office for children. They'll have like play centers in the waiting room, or like I was telling somebody earlier at the gas station, there's a park at the gas station.
Yes.
Let me
A
be
park
more
at
clear.
the gas station.
Let's be more clear. Actually, they don't even sell gas, so we'll call it a convenience store.
Yeah.
So there's a park. So yeah, because you would think if there's gas, oh, okay, you're waiting to pump your gas. No, this is just for you to run into the store. They care about your kids having something to do while you get your milk.
Inside the bank. Inside the bank, there's one of these two little play areas inside the bank.
For the kids. Yeah. That no one's giving you evil looks or anything because your kid's crying, or making you feel like you need to leave the place because your kid's being a kid. So it's very family friendly in that way. That's what I would say.
And it's a small town, right? Like we don't have any traffic lights in this town. I mean, literally, we see the same people all the time. We've like built the whole community here. We see the same people. It's almost surprising if we go somewhere and we don't see someone we know.
Okay.
Like that's how small of a town it is, right?
And I'll say, with that being said, without the traffic lights, the kids still play outside. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Huge.
And then I mean, obviously, I got to touch the fact of in America, I would say a black man of color is enemy number one, right? Like target on your back 24/7. Make sure you watching over your shoulder at all times, because this could turn out really bad really quick. So just that air of racism and like judgmentalness literally does not exist here. Like I'm treated just like them. We're brothers, we're sisters, we're family. Like I feel like I never would have known that you couldn't live a life that you didn't have a target on your back. It's like a colored person, right? Like you think you have to live with this your entire life. And being here, like not one time from anyone here have I experienced that feeling that I feel my entire life that I've been there.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how you can go?
Absolutely amazing.
Not like it's like this is not your home country.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You go somewhere that is not your home country.
And this is home now.
Or
yes.
More home ever.
Yep. Yep.
Even in your home country. I think like that's one of the things that really made me start feeling like I need to talk to more people about like moving abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole time I was abroad, like the whole time I would come like back to the US, people would be like, "Oh man, I wish I could move abroad." And I'm like, "Please do." Because it could be greener on the other side.
Yes. Yep.
The only way you know is to go try it out. So I so appreciate you sharing that. And also, if you don't mind, can you share, because I feel like Mexico is like a hot topic right now because a lot of
Mhm.
people are like, yes, move to Mexico. Can you tell us a little bit about like your visa process for Mexico? If you've gone through the visa process, are you kind of splitting your time? What
Mhm.
what decisions did you all make about that?
Oh, okay, so I'll grab this. Yeah, so we went through the whole process actually. We have residency cards, cards. We've been here literally when we do leave here and we go back to the States. It's been the last two times has been for baby showers. And we're there for 2 days and we come right back. We go back home, right? This is home for us now. But yeah, we have residency cards here, bank accounts. We have RFCs, which is their version of a social security card. We went through the whole visa process, starting it in Georgia, getting back here with the visa, went downtown, well, in Playa, because the office is actually in Playa, the apartment. So it's about 30 minutes from here. But yeah, went through the whole process of getting the cards, hired a lawyer, the whole thing. So yeah, we have done everything you can possibly do to this point to stay and be here like full time legally.
And advice for people, it's not as hard or scary as it feels when you're first getting started. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. But once you just get a plan in place, like anything, it's a very simple process, actually.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the hoops that they make the other people jump through to be citizens of America, of USA. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just get your paperwork in order, prove you're here, not doing anything crazy, and they'll grant it to you.
Yeah.
They enjoy us being here. It helps their economy, and they're here to work with you. It's not a test, and they're not trying to reject you like maybe the other way around. They want to help you get over here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of videos of like people making it like a whole thing. And to be honest, not to say that you won't have that experience if you don't plan properly, but you know, just like anything, just have a plan in place, be a little bit flexible with it because things might change. This is Mexico. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward to be totally honest. And I mean that's the visa process, the residency process, and the RFC process. Like overall, pretty straightforward.
And it does always change. So when people are looking into that, the requirements and regulations, you need to look almost daily.
Yeah.
And just don't look it up and then you're moving in a year from now. It's going to change by then. So you have to stay on top of it or hire a lawyer like we did.
And also, so, you know, for the people who are starting to try to get their things in order now, you mentioned like documents. Are there specific documents that you would recommend that people start to pull together?
Oh yeah. So
yes.
So this was a smaller problem that we did have, right? Because when you go into the office at the consulate in the States, let's say, for us it was Georgia, they was trying to tell us that we needed some extra paperwork that we didn't know about. That's why she just mentioned, make sure you stay on top of this because it will change. And this is one of those times where we experienced that firsthand. And that's how we can preach to everyone else and say, things, you know, aren't just this way and that's it. Two things, we needed paperwork to prove both of our incomes, which we didn't know that. Like we thought we could just have one under one family. And then two, when we got here, we needed to have Mahalia, our daughter Mahalia, as her an apostille birth certificate.
Yeah.
And then we had to have it translated. So that threw us off a little bit. But other than that, that was like the main thing. But yeah, you need the application, copies, passports, statements from your bank or a letter from a company that you work with saying you make this much. It's all pretty much laid out, but
on the website. And keep in mind when you have children, those documents may be different too.
Yeah.
Like he just said, the apostille birth certificate, that was because she's a child. So we didn't need that for our adult selves. But if you have children, verify those requirements for children. Because you have to prove that you're their parent too. Yep. You can't just bring a kid over here.
Yeah, you have to prove that it's yours. Even though I was like, this is my baby, right?
Right.
Like, we believe you, just prove it to us.
Yeah. And then the reason we had to get it apostilled, we explained before, the birth certificate is a valid document in the United States, but that doesn't like really translate over here. They don't really know what that is. They don't use those.
Yeah.
So getting it apostilled is similar to getting a document notarized in the States. So that's what you're doing, and then you're getting it translated so that the office here can read it, obviously. So
right.
yeah, make sure you know that if you have children.
Yeah.
And are you both working for a company in Mexico in the US, or are you self-employed?
No, we self-employed.
Okay, so it is possible for all you self-employed people out there, it is possible for you to be able to go to Mexico as self-employed people.
Yeah, all you need is the internet. That's it.
And we do talk about that a little bit in our ebook, which we'll go over later. But it talks about work options and making money while you're here.
Yeah, because that's That's one of the top questions. Like, well, how do I get over here? I get over here, cool, but how do I make the money to afford this stuff? Like,
right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's a lot of options to do it.
Yeah, internet.
So, do you mind sharing with us? You said on day 2, y'all found a place to live. So tell us a little bit about kind of the process for finding a place to live, and
we love this question.
And also like cost of living for where you are.
We love this question.
Yeah. No, it was super simple. Actually, they made things so simple here. They use WhatsApp and Facebook a lot. So if you're looking for a place to stay, Facebook. They have real estate agencies. We actually just found a man on Facebook, and we met up with him. The process was so simple, we thought he was scamming us.
Yep.
All they just need the cash, and you sign a contract that you're in charge of paying the bills for a year, and you have the keys.
That's it. There's no credit check.
Yeah, no credit check.
No, there was nothing.
No employment verification. He didn't ask us what we do for work.
Nothing.
He didn't call any references.
And keep in mind, right, this isn't some rinky-dink, rundown place. This is the newest neighborhood in this city at this time. So we were the first people who moved in there. It came completely furnished.
Yep.
It was brand new everything. We peeled the wrappers off the TVs, the refrigerator,
the sink.
Everything was brand spanking new.
Wow.
Right? And a lot of the stuff that we was looking at, it was in this neighborhood. It's called Cielo Escondida. It's really popular here. So all of the ones that we were looking at, for the most part, people kept trying to sell us this because that was their newest, biggest thing, right? But yeah, we had a 2-2, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath that had 2 balconies, upstairs. Well, it was only 1 floor, but it had a little rooftop upstairs.
We were on the top floor that you could live in.
Yep, they had the whole neighborhood. It was an actual neighborhood, 24/7 security. A pool, of course, play area, basketball court, gym outside. I mean, this had everything you would really need.
And not to mention, America's the only place that doesn't furnish places, really. We had furniture and everything.
I mean, down to a can opener. They had everything.
Wine opener, lemon squeezer, blender, toaster, microwave, cooking knife, utensils.
Yep.
And we were worried about that when moving. Like, when you start over, you think you have to buy new couch, new bed, new everything, which we did upgrade our bed because it was a small bed, but but that's a preference. We didn't have to buy anything. We just paid the deposit, first month's rent. Maybe we paid the rent for that month.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, and you don't have to turn on utilities and water. It's done for you. You pay by the address.
Yeah, so not by a person.
Yeah, it's not like the States where you have to transfer it into your name or wait 48 business hours after you make $1,000 deposit, wait on it to turn on. No, everything's ready to go, ready for you to live your life.
Yeah. You don't even need to bring like bags or like everything's already there.
They had bath towels in there, brand new, by the way. So none of this is used stuff. Brand new bath towels.
And just to get into the price, when we were in Midtown Atlanta, this was really nice, by the way. Like we have a video on this too, but it was called the Icon Building. It was actually the tallest residential building in the city, and it was on the 35th floor. So we had the whole view of the whole city. It was absolutely gorgeous. Like this is something you dream of. A Whole Foods under the building. They had a movie theater upstairs, all the game rooms, everything was there. Like, and you're right in the heart of everything, so you can walk to all the places and all. It was a 2-2 as well, right? That was $3,500 a month that we were paying for that. $3,500, right? This place that we were just talking about in Selva Escondida, when we got here, it was $875.
Same space almost. Yeah. Same square footage almost.
What?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you talk about the water and electric.
My mom looked at me. She like, this is what? I'm like, yeah, that's
yeah. She didn't believe us.
Yeah, we thought
we
so.
Almost didn't believe it.
For that price, yeah, for that
I can
price,
see how you
and for
thought
all
you
of
were
that stuff.
Now the scam makes
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Like this got to be a scam. Like it has to be.
Yep. And then the water was cheap, and you pay that every 2 months. The electric was good price. Altogether, our bills lowered by what would you say?
Like 60, like 60%.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And since we got rid of the car, we ride our bikes because the town is so small to do that. It almost feels silly to get in the car because you're not going so far.
Yeah.
We walk some places, which is better for your health. But
if we go any bit further, we just take taxis. Taxis are super cheap. We're talking about $2, $2, $3, $4, $5 to get places.
But that lowered our bill as well, not having the car and the car insurance and the car repairs. All that, baby.
Yeah. Wow. And so when you moved to Mexico, did you take things with you? Did you have things shipped? Like how much do you think your actual move from Atlanta to Mexico cost you? So for those who are like, I don't know if I can move, I don't know if I have enough money to get there.
We paid, I remember, we took all this on the plane, by the way. All this came with us on the plane. So we had 3 categories: donating, giving away to our friends, and selling and bringing with us. So 4 categories, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had 3 huge like crate things. I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of like a huge crate. Yeah. It was 3 of them stacked on top.
Got them on Amazon.
We had 3 large, like the largest suitcases you can get. We had 3 medium-sized suitcases that you can get. 3 small suitcases that you can get, and probably like
2 carry-ons.
Yeah, and like 2 book bags.
And I have my
we fit all of our stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
We downgraded all of our stuff, like everything. Again, the car we got rid of, everything. We fit all of our whole life into what I just explained.
Wow.
But as far as the cost,
so the cost, they did hit us with this. It's kind of a little bit different for us to I'll say, because we went through Delta, and we have a car with Delta. So they give you like the little perks and like the little reimbursement with all of that. But I want to say it was $450, either $450 or $550. No. Because a lot of them we got for free. My mom came with us too, and she used her credit as well too. So some of those bags were free. But yeah, I want to say that cost us like $450, maybe $750 max.
Wow, that's great. That is really great.
And that was for us being a family of 3, and who knows if we brought some things that maybe we didn't need on accident.
Which we did.
So it can be cheaper, especially if you're by yourself. But yeah.
Wow.
For people watching, don't base your price off of ours. Actually, make sure you do your research on what you're bringing and stuff too. So, but just so you have a real life example.
That cost of living change, I'm still like,
Yeah.
And how do you feel like your time living in Mexico has like adjusted just how you approach things? You mentioned it being like much more laid back. How has it changed things for you 2 or you 3?
For myself, and I guess I could speak for you too when I say this, we have so much more patience.
Big time.
From standing in the, I have an example. When we first moved here and we would go grocery shopping, I think there's a name for it, but it's like grocery store anxiety. You're trying to hurry up and get out. You don't want to wait in any lines. You think everybody's like looking at you, wanting you to rush. Yeah. But when we first went to the grocery store, everyone was just so calm.
Yep. You would think it's elevator music playing in the back. Like it's just take your time, take as much time as you need.
Even if you have a lot of items, no one's like looking at you like you're an inconvenience. They're actually just looking around the store, or just and a lot of people don't sit and stare on their phones like in the States. So more engaging with people more.
There's not a person who, like, for the most part, will walk by you and not say hello.
Yeah.
Right? Like, kind of in the States, if somebody said, a random person said hello to you, be like, why are they saying hey to me? You know what I mean? Like, it's the opposite here. Like, everyone speaks, hoping you're having a great day. You know what I mean? Like, very, very, very nice.
Friendly. Yeah.
Very friendly, just open. Yeah, we love it. And it's just a much slower too. Like, so something else is we have siesta here. So the middle of the day, things might be closed. The owner of the store might have went to, to home to get some lunch, watch some TV, hang out with his family, and then he goes back, to work or vice versa. So randomly something might be closed for the day just because they're done. They want to go home, be with their family. So it's not all about the dollar here. And sometimes, no matter how in America, you can just bribe somebody like, look, I'll give you $200 if you come right now. All right, I'm on the way. That might not work here, right? Because they're like, I'm still with my family. Like, I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, it really means a lot to see that too. And I'll speak from the female perspective. I love not having to like dress up here. Of course, you still want to look presentable, but you don't have to do the whole glam like you have to in the States, or else you look like a homeless person or something.
Especially Atlanta.
Yeah.
Especially Atlanta. Yeah. Like, I don't want to wear a wig every day. I don't want eyelashes on my eyes and lipstick, and you have to wash it off at night. Oh my gosh. I can just walk out and wear what I'm wearing and have my hair how I want it and not get judged based off of it. I love that.
Yeah. I know it's much, much smaller, but same. Like, I just gotta get my hair cut, gotta make sure I'm nice and fresh all the time. Yeah, I'm talking about I want a regular 2-week rotation. Like, right? Yeah. I don't worry about that. Like, sometimes, I can go extra few weeks without having to get a haircut or whatever. Like, it's just, it's so much lower. Like, if you overdo it, you kind of standing out a little bit because no one is doing all of that.
No, if you didn't get a haircut for a while in Atlanta, people would definitely look at men crazy if they don't have their haircut. Like,
well, you need to get a lineup. Wow,
that has anything to do with who you are.
Yeah.
Right. And how has it been for your daughter? So I hear her living her best life abroad. How is it for her? Is she in school? Is she hanging out with y'all? How have things been?
She just started going to school, actually. This is her 6th week. Sixth week in school. Yeah. Funny enough, the school literally, just a little bit before that, we knew about this school. It's a Montessori school right here, right by our house. We literally ride the bikes to it. It takes us 1 minute to get there. It's right here. We can walk to it.
Yep.
But we knew about the school. We were a little bit worried. We wanted her to be able to talk first. And then we have a huge Black community here. It's actually about 50 people, I want to say. We do meetups and stuff. And one of the main ladies, she's her daughter goes there. So we talking to her and she's telling us that, she loves it. During COVID, she dropped her off there. She just started going. She was 18 months old and she's 6 years old now.
Wow.
So she's been there for a long time. She loves it. She speaks Spanish and everything. Like that's all she knows. She's doing great. She just started school there again 6 weeks ago.
And we found this school before we moved here, actually. Yep. So if you have children, people that are watching, it's good to know about what schools are in the community before you take your children there. So it's crazy. We ended up living right next door to it, and we knew about it. This was before she was born. We knew about the school. But she's living, like you said, her best life. We have a pool. We go to the beach every weekend. We ride the bikes everywhere with her.
So something else just to add too, the Selva Escondida place I was telling you about in the beginning, that was A75. We lived there for 2 years, and then we just moved over into the city. We're in another neighborhood now. It's actually a house. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Has a pool in the back. So she has a lot of space to run around.
Yeah.
And the other one was getting a little small for us because she's too big now. She's climbing up stuff. So she needed some more space, a backyard, and all of that stuff. So she's
living her best life.
Man.
And you also mentioned Montessori. So, Montessori prices are out of control in the U.S. What is it like in Mexico?
What's it?
It's $200 a month.
Yeah.
$200
to start and $200 a month.
Yeah.
And she only has 6 children in her class. And I love that. I want my daughter to get individual attention. I don't want her in a large public school with, however many kids and however many teachers. I want to know who she's interacting with on a daily and what she's doing. And then it's nice too, because they're very community oriented. So they do events very often, like almost once a week, but you get to know the other parents and you know where your kids are going to school with. Because not only do you see the kid and stuff, but who's raising them.
Yeah.
So it's really comforting.
And it's sweet too. Like even being here, we actually have the time. We both pick her up and drop her off at school every single day.
We would not be able to do that in the States.
Every
we would have to
single day.
work.
Right.
So it's beautiful. We ride the bikes, and drop her off, and we ride and pick her up. And I think that means a lot to kids.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, for sure. I love that. So my son, that my husband would ride bike and drop off my son when we lived in Belgium. He would drop him off every day, pick him up with a bike.
Yeah.
It really just changes things. Like
Yeah.
What a childhood.
Yes.
and even for Montessori, when we first moved back to the States, because in Belgium we had a very Montessori comparable school, which of course was free and amazing. And then we started Montessori here, and I'm like, did I pay $2,000 a month for this? What in the world? Like, because I was looking for my daughter. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So crazy that it's like when you think about even the safety piece of it, like
Yeah.
trying to get your kids in a safe space, and then in order for you to do that, you have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
insane.
Yep.
That was one of the things that we found out when we was in Cabo and talking to the couple. They told us that. We was like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, it's Montessori school, like $200 a month. We like, no way. That's supposed to be $800 to $1,200 a month. They're like, no, it's cheap.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So that was one of our top selling points.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got to check this place out.
And they have a Waldorf school as well. I think it's called Boxel Waldorf, but they have other specialty schools as well. If you're looking for something else, it's not only Montessori.
Oh, that's really great. So I know we are coming up on time. I could talk to y'all all day about it.
Right.
We're coming up on time. So just if you wouldn't mind sharing, what is one thing you wish you had known before moving abroad, and what advice would you give to people who are kind of still on the fence?
What?
Okay, so about moving before we moved here, I would say it's a whole new world, right? Like it's hard to really fathom things when you don't only have one vantage point, right? Like it's just one prism. You look at it this way your entire life. We make jokes and correlate it to a bad relationship, right? Like you never knew you were in a toxic relationship until you got out of the relationship and you with somebody else who treats you right.
Right. My husband says that all the time. He was like, U.S. is a bad relationship.
Yeah, it is. And you don't notice it until you get out of it. You're like, you know what? I can't believe I was dealing with that whole time.
They brainwash you to think you have the best. It's like, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. All of our friends who come and visit, I mean, they all go back and like, and just like that, I'm back in America. Like, yeah, it happens. But yeah, just to kind of get back on topic, I mean, again, it's a whole different world. Just be ready to embrace things, that you probably didn't even think about before, right? Because again, this is Mexico. It's not Canada. It's not Mexico. I mean, it's not the States or anything. So you gotta be open minded for one.
Yeah.
And then two, as far as anybody on the fence, don't be on the fence.
Yeah,
just do it. We say all the time, moving here was one of the best decisions we have ever made. And this is a time where you'd say, man, I wish I would have did that sooner.
And there's too much information on the internet.
Yeah.
Like we said, we felt like we were here before we actually got here. Just watch videos. Everybody's posting blogs and stuff now. You can actually feel like you're here. And you can even look up the unsafe side of things, how to stay out of that. That's something else actually we want to let people know. Like, look up your area. Not all of Mexico is dangerous just because they have dangerous areas, just like the United States.
Right.
If a lot of people are on the fence about that, they think about when they hear Mexico, they think of cartels. That's propaganda that we're sold. Just do your research and just know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And you can always go back. If you don't like it, that was our selling point. If we don't like it, we'll go back.
Yep.
Go for a few months. You don't have to jump into the water. Just put your toe in or something. Go stay for 6 months. Go stay for a year, and then just figure it out from there.
And we were on with a couple earlier today who actually booked a call with us, and whether they knew it or not, we're not really sure. But they seemed like they were uncertain of like, how long you can stay here. And we try to let everybody know, like, you do know with the American passport, you can stay here in Mexico for 6 months, right? Like that's more than enough time to figure out if you like it or not, right? And then you can go back. So it's not something that you need to plan right now. Like you got all the time in the world. Well, 6 months.
Yeah. And it's cheap enough to do that if you find the right area. Mm-hmm. So just do it.
Yeah. Don't be on the fence. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful.
Of course.
Thank you.
Talk to y'all and hear about your journey. So if anyone is interested in moving abroad and needs some help creating your move abroad game plan, I'm here to support you and help you make this dream a reality. I will also be sure to add the resources. So if you want to talk to Crystal and Mike, you can talk to them too about your move to Mexico.
Yes.
Head over to my website, www.yourbestlifeabroad.com for more information. And Crystal, Mike, thank you again for joining us.
Of course.
Thank you, Dr.
Thanks
Raquel.
for having us. That was awesome. Spread the word. Keep doing what you're doing, sister. You got to spread the word. Let them know that we don't have to be trapped in this box our entire life, right? Like that whole don't have a passport thing and you're worried and scared. No, you can travel abroad. There's so many people doing it and living their best lives doing it. Yeah. So don't be scared. Yeah. You should be scared to stay where you're at. That's what you should be scared to do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. And everybody listening, please listen to Mike. There is no time like right now.
Yes.
Best Life Abroad. So
absolutely.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Oh.